The actress Kristen Chenoweth says that Charlie Kirk must be in heaven. And if that's true, I got questions and I have thoughts. Because if heaven is going to be anything like the American corporate workplace, I'm not sure I want to be there. Hey, I'm Anne Marie, and I'm the founder and owner of AntiHR, an HR consulting company that provides employee-focused consulting. I spent over 25 years managing and overseeing human resources, and I'm also a licensed attorney. While I don't provide legal advice, I share insights based on my deep knowledge and understanding of how human resources really works. My niche is teaching employees not just how to recognize discrimination and other wrongdoing in their workplace, but how to leverage that recognition into negotiating a paid exit, severance without having to hire an attorney or file a legal claim. This is something that HR routinely does, but they don't necessarily want you to know about it because HR is not your friend. Before we dive in, make sure you like this video, comment, but do so constructively, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when another video from me drops. So I've really been thinking a lot about heaven lately, what it really means to me. And I've been thinking about September 10, the demise of Charlie Kirk, and all the people insisting he was a good human being who's going to end up in heaven, despite all the horrible things we know he said and did throughout his life. What horrible things? Well, the racism, the anti-blackness, the misogyny, the homophobia, the transphobia. The record of his words is everywhere. There's no escaping them, no denying them, no putting them into context. He said what he said, and now he's dead. And his legacy is his words, in addition to his actions and his organization. His legacy is his words and his deeds reflected through those words. I was especially struck by the comment from actress Kristen Chenoweth, who claimed that he must be in heaven. And my question is, what heaven? Which heaven? I grew up in a very religious Christian household, and I've had to really grapple with the things I was taught versus what I've seen and lived, especially as a Black woman. Because the idea of heaven has always been used like a carrot and a stick in Christianity. If you don't do this, you won't get in. If you do that, then you'll get in. If you suffer quietly now, later you'll get your reward. That's especially how it's been taught to us as Black people. But if walking into heaven is going to be like walking into a corporate office all across America, full of people who claim to be Christians, but are constantly engaging in micro and macro aggressions, gaslighting, tone policing, bullying, mobbing, people who are racist, misogynist, sexist, white supremacists, transphobes, homophobes, and basically don't care about anything or anybody unless they are white, male, Christian, and straight. Then what the hell kind of heaven is that supposed to be? My idea of heaven has always been going somewhere that is peaceful and happy and filled with joy, where I will be reunited with the people that I love who have already gone on before me. And I don't see how I would experience that if I have to spend it with Karen, Brad, Chad, and Becky. And so I'm faced with the perennial question that often faces us as Black folk when deciding whether or not to go somewhere or even to leave the house. Who all gonna be there? Which makes me wonder if heaven is going to be segregated. And this is a serious question. Is there going to be a Black heaven and a white heaven? Because I don't know too many Black folks who'd sign up to share eternity with Charlie Kirk or anybody like him. People who think as he did, who believe as he did, and yet call themselves Christians and fervently believe that they're headed to the upper room. And I keep wondering if maybe heaven is different for them than it is for us. And listen, it is not for me to say who's going to heaven and who's going to hell. But I have to be honest that if he is anywhere other than the lower room, then I don't want to be where he is or where people like him will be going. And people will say, oh, when you get there, you won't remember any of the bad things that happened in life and it'll all just be happiness, puppies and snowflakes and butterflies. You'll only remember the good things. But if I can't remember the people I love who have already passed on, like my mother, my nephew, my best friend, exactly as they were when I knew them, then what is the whole point of me seeing them again? If I don't get to remember them exactly as they were in life, then what is the real point of any of this? So again, my question is real. Who all gonna be there? Because if heaven means eternity with people who hated me and people like me my entire life, why would they be any different in heaven? If heaven means eternity without justice, dignity, and respect, then maybe what we were promised all this time was never really heaven at all. I'm really interested in hearing people's serious thoughts on this because these are serious thoughts from me. I'm not being funny. I'm very serious. I've really been thinking about this quite a lot. If this video also gave you something to think about, please hit the like button. Do comment, but do so constructively. And please do subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when another video drops. And as always, I'm Anne Marie. This is the Anti-HR. HR is not your enemy, but they are definitely not your friend. But I am. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.